Today, I want to talk about how many times you should upload to YouTube or upload to the internet. All of you that have been following this whole journey that I've started in September since I quit my job to build up my income from music, entertainment related things. I've been posting these long form vlogs every day, and I've been posting a bunch of shorts every day in reels and whatever. So I've been trying to do it all raw and all uncut like this, just so it's like, obvious that it's real. And to be honest, it's a lot less editing, so I can talk about topics more often and connect with you guys more and be transparent. And then it's a way for me to just put out there what I'm doing, not only so other people can learn, but then so I can document it, so I can see like what I did wrong and how to like change it, what I did right and what to keep doing. And then it's also like, you can see that, so you can follow along and just enjoy the show, or you can follow along and also learn from my mistakes. Because someone told me not long ago, that you can do something yourself and make 100 mistakes. Or you can have 10 people with you and make 10 mistakes each. So now you're all making less mistakes. You've all learned from each other, and it's going to kind of catapult you faster in what you're trying to learn or accomplish. Does that make sense? It made sense to me. So as far as like how much you should upload, I will say that, okay, so it's December 12th, 2024. I quit my job. It was like September 8th, 2024. So, like 3 months ago. My process was, I was at a job that I hated, super toxic. Manager was a giant dick. I snapped and I just quit. I was like, I'm done. I'm tired of putting up with your guys' crap. I really tried to stick it out. I was trying to learn and get better at everything I was doing. Everyone just wanted to shit on me for, trying to, learn how to do these things. I mean, I was making the most money I'd ever made working for someone else. I had my own recording studio, couple actually, but mine at the last place we lived at, I was doing pretty well. But then I had a lawn care company. I mean, I was making a ton of money doing that. Anyways, that doesn't matter. And if you're new here, I go off on tangents a lot. But anyways, yeah, the plan was, when I was working this job, we had an hour-long lunch break, which I've never had in my life before. And, I'm a fast eater, so I would literally, if you count the time it took me to like microwave my food and eat it, I mean, we're talking like 10, 15 minutes tops. So I just had like, 50 to 45 minutes of just scrolling on my phone. So I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to do music stuff again. I'm going to buy a laptop so I can do at least a little bit of work while I'm at work. You know what I mean? Or on my break at work, rather. But during that time, I had uploaded a bunch of clips from my music videos. I had, 30 or so out at that time. And I made a bunch of clips, like of the choruses or whatever, and I put them on Google Drive. So every day I'd eat my lunch, and then I was just going in order. I think they were just in alphabetical order on a Google Drive folder. I would just download the first one onto my phone, post it to all the platforms, and then delete it from my phone, so I had the memory to do all those things. And that's what I was doing every day. So, and I would take my lunch, somewhere around 12, 1 o'clock, something like that. And that's what I was doing. And then the plan was, I was going to save up a little bit of money, buy a laptop, and then work on creating new pieces of content so I could post it every day as well. So that's kind of when I started posting every day. Then, and this was, July, August that I had this plan. I think I came up with it when I went on vacation for a week. That was in August. So after a couple paychecks, I saved up, bought a used laptop, and no sooner did I get it in the mail, I quit my job. So now my plan was, and I was also saving up money in a savings account to be able to, like, when I was able to, like, make enough from my channel again and from making music, I was gonna quit my job and do that. But I also wanted to have, like, a savings account built up, like, 6 months worth of living expenses. So even if, like, when I quit, my wife lost her job, like, we had 6 months to figure it out, right? But then I quit my job and I just continued to post every day, but now I had much more free time. So all the things I wanted to pick up, where I left off on my laptop and stuff at work, I had all day now. I was applying for jobs, but you know what? I was getting shit offers again, and just to give you a bit of background, like, I have a lot of skills, you know what I mean? I'm a fast learner. I'm interested in a lot of stuff. If I'm interested in it, I will learn even faster, and I get passionate about it. I built my own garage entirely by myself last year. Did the planning and stuff like that. I redid all the wiring in this house that I had no prior knowledge on. I have 2 college degrees. I have a real estate license. And I know that's like, oh, these freaking millennials, they don't want to stick around. It's just like, dude, everywhere has just been so toxic. Like, you know what I mean? I've started my own businesses and I've been successful. So that's where I'm at now. And I'm just not even looking back. Like, tired of people just like expecting you to know how to do everything. And they don't want to give you any kind of training. And when you take long to figure it out for yourself, they just crap all over you. But anyways, how often should you post to YouTube? I was trying to stay consistent. I'm posting like a short every day, and Instagram reel, whatever. And then I was trying to pump out. My channel is called Punk Cover Moose, so I started out doing punk rock cover versions or punk tributes or whatever of oldie songs, like Motown stuff. Not all Motown stuff, classic rock kind of stuff. Motown, I like the Motown stuff. And then I kind of started experimenting with other things. But generally, I was doing just punk rock covers of songs, versions of songs. So if it wasn't punk, I would make a punk version of it. And I was trying to do one of those a month again, like I was starting out. When I started out, it was 2017. I could post a video, and for some reason, I would get tens of thousands of views, not only on YouTube, but like on Facebook too, right? Crazy to me. And those were pretty much the only platforms I messed with at the time. This is probably when Facebook really started to transition into being a toxic sewage line that it is now. Anyways, I don't obviously get the numbers. I mean, if you go back, I recorded this video today. If you go back on my channel, I mean, I get right now on these types of videos anywhere from like 20 to 40. Some of them got up much higher, but the covers, if you look at those, it's usually a few hundred. On the music videos, I do the audio only versions. Also, those get like 100, but those will consistently get views over time. So that was my plan, posting a short every day, whether it's a clip from a music video or, you see people like just playing guitar in the back of a cop car to their chorus of their song or just something ridiculous that you're like, whoa, trying to create more things like that, like things that I wanted to see, and doing a cover every month. But then, with the help of a friend, really, I realized that I should be not only posting at least one reel a day, I should also be posting one long form a day. That's why I kind of started vlogging. And now it's cool because I've been connecting with people. I want to be able to help teach people like what I do. And I don't know everything. So like I said at the beginning, I can do these things and learn. And since I'm doing it every day, I'm learning significantly faster, which is great. But then I have documentation that I can, refer back to for myself. But then everybody's kind of following the journey, whether they're just here to follow along or they're here to learn. So it kind of like benefits everyone. You know what I mean? But then from doing this every day, like, and to be totally transparent, I thought when my friend told me I need to be posting a video every day, like not just a clip of my video, but like he told me I should just do like a short form, like a YouTube short or reel vlogging every day. I was like, that's impossible. And it's not. Once I started doing that, he was like, you should start posting a long form vlog every day. And I'm like, that is impossible. But here I am. This is day 25 or something like that. And I've done it every single day. And, you can look, I had someone really hating on me recently. So I just kind of want to touch on that real quick. You starting, I already have a little bit of a following. You could start out by doing this. You might only get a couple views. You might get no views. But the whole point of it is if you keep learning how to do this, how to cut down your editing time and all these other things and figuring out what works. Because let's say you post and you get no views. And then you start talking about things and then you get 5 views. Guess what you should probably touch on more is that. Because not only are people interested in it, maybe it's something you need to learn. You see what I'm saying? You're going to start learning these things. I don't know what they are specifically, but that's what's happening to me. But someone was crapping on me like, oh yeah, you used to get tens of thousands of views. Now you get 20, like, and you get no comments. Ha ha ha, your channel's dead. And it's like, dog, I've been posting. I was talking about doing one a day. I didn't even get to this yet. I learned so much that I create more things in a day now than I have time to post. If I could be awake throughout the night, I would post a few times throughout the night as well. Just to catch any night owls, you know what I mean? But if you look at my back end, the stats of my YouTube channel, I mean, I'm in the tens of thousands of views again. I'm in hundreds of hours of watch time, which you need 4,000 hours within the last 365 days to get ad revenue from YouTube. I'm slowly on my way there now. That averages out to 11 hours of watch time a day. I've far surpassed that just from doing this every day. And I'm getting better at it. But so that guy was just a hater, and it doesn't really matter. Haters don't count. But they don't realize, and it's another thing I want to kind of put out there too. Just because you log into YouTube and you see someone's video has 10 views, it doesn't mean it's not worth anything. Sometimes the algorithm doesn't pick it up. Sometimes they're just starting, which would be the best time to subscribe to this person, right? And everything else in between. But if you look at their channel, it's just like, oh, they're posting 10 times a day and they're not getting any views. You can look at that as like, wow, they really suck. Or you could see, wow, they're really hustling and trying to learn this stuff. And do the math. You get 10 views per video, and let's say you do 10. What's 10 times 10? That's 100 views. So you're getting 100 views a day. That's a lot. 10 views is technically a lot. I mean, if you're posting with no following, you got 10 views. 10 people tuned into you. Now, there's a lot of different things in between, but just to make the math simple, let's say, I've been doing one of these long forms a day. Sometimes I'm doing 2. Let's say, sometimes they get up to be a half an hour. They're not always, but again, just to make the math simple. Let's say I post a half-hour video every single day. and it gets 20 views. Okay? So that means, what does that mean? What's a half hour times 20? That would be what, 10 hours? So what did I say before? You need about 11 hours of watch time every single day to reach your 4,000 hours to get monetized for a year. I'm like 99% there. You see what I'm saying? So you keep doing that. Not only are you going to learn, you're going to just build up a following because you're getting better at what you do. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's like a dude that follows me, that likes my music. He sent me a video yesterday that he made. He got a new bass guitar. I never heard of the brand. Never played one before. Know nothing about it. But he sent it to me. He's like, hey, man, check it out. Let me know what you think. Which I did check it out. I don't think I finished it. My kid interrupted me, man. So if Dope Noise, if you're watching this, I apologize. But, you know, he's told me, he even said, I think in his video, just like, I'm not a crazy editor. I don't have fancy equipment. I don't either. I'm using my cell phone right now. You know what I mean? I know that this room has good lighting, so that's what I'm sitting in. If you don't have good lighting, okay. I mean, even Mr. Beast, the guy who's most subscribed to on YouTube right now, has even said at the beginning, he only had like this thing, and people were just always like, we can't see you. Your camera quality sucks. He's like, well, I don't have money yet. I'm saving all the money from my ad revenue to get a new camera. So until I do, you're going to have to deal with a shitty camera. Guess what? Some people probably unsubscribed. But the people that were invested in him, that liked his content, kept watching. And he just slowly built it up. Look where he's at now. That's obviously an extreme case, but let me show you. So I went to school for recording. I mean, I'm 38. I turned 38 years old this year. I've been recording since my junior year of high school, so like 16 or 17. I started out with recording on a karaoke machine that had a tape player, right? This is what I have. And this is this would be considered a pretty modest setup, honestly, to like a professional studio. But I mean, I haven't recorded bands in a while. I have 16 tracks. I can record 16 tracks at one time. I mean, that's pretty big to me. I have a decent arsenal of microphones and just amps, and I have tons of software plugins and stuff. My rack's kind of empty right now. I borrow a lot of guitars from people, and we kind of trade it around and stuff. But I have a lot of instruments to use. I have camera equipment. I have lighting, but it's all stuff that's DIY. This is one of those lights that you buy from the hardware store for like $5-10, and it's a 300-watt bulb in it. I don't think you can get these anymore because they're incandescent. You can probably get the LED version of it though. So my point is I just had to do that research, and I had to keep trying. And the more often I tried, the faster I learned it. Does that make sense? Is everything I'm saying making sense? And I'm not showing you all this stuff to brag. I'm showing you because I started with nothing either. You know what I mean? I utilized my friends that knew how to do this stuff and whatever, just to kind of help me. You know what I mean? But we all kind of have those friends. If you don't, I mean, there's Google. You know what I mean? Ask me in my comments. I'll try and help you. I didn't know how to use a green screen at the beginning of the month. The last 5 videos I've done, I don't think they're all out yet, but I used the green screen. Are people tired of the green screen? Probably. No one has said anything to me about it yet in the comments or anything. Did people just get like, oh, all he's going to use the green screen and unsubscribe? Maybe. Guess who gives a shit? Not me. I'm trying to learn how to use a green screen. You don't want to see that? Then don't watch it. I don't care. You know what I mean? So just put yourself out there. Let me give you another example. I use these work lights for lighting. I think these are kind of expensive now. I think you can get these for like $200. You might be able to get them from like Harbor Freight or whatever. They're like those work lights that have the button on the back. You know, they have this grill. It's for like a garage, right? And these, you have to be careful because they'll only accept certain wattages. These will accept 500-watt bulbs, so, and there's 2 of them on there. So I can get 1,000 watts of light. If you're wondering why that's important, look up how to light stuff for camera, like 3-point lighting or whatever. It'll make more sense. My point is, I got that out of the garbage. Literally, someone was throwing it away. I was driving by on the way home from somewhere, and I saw them out there by the curb in the trash. So I stop, I'm looking at it, and the guy that lived there came out, and he's like, hey, those work, they just need new bulbs. Why are you throwing it away? It was I got it for free. I had to buy bulbs for it. You know what I mean? The stuff's around. It might be harder to find stuff like that now because everybody's broke right now. I mean, the economy is just crazy. Like, no one can afford stuff, and all that kind of stuff, yada, yada. But it forces you to be creative. You know what I mean? So to sum everything up, hopefully you're still watching. If you're still watching, that means you're committed to try and figuring out what you can do to be better at your craft. Or you're just here for the journey and I'm entertaining. I don't know. But my point is, how often should you post? As much as you can. Don't worry about the best times to post. Post when you're available. Don't worry about scheduling ahead. Don't worry about, yesterday Instagram was down. I couldn't post. It wouldn't let me post. I didn't care. I just didn't post on Instagram yesterday. You know why? Because no one else could post. No one else was seeing anybody's crap. So instead of freaking out about it, I just didn't post. And then eventually it went back up, so I posted. I don't know what time it was. I don't know how many views I got on it. The fact of the matter is I made something. It was on my phone. I wanted to post it to see if I can get any results from it, just to get some data from it, to get better at something. And I needed space on my phone. So, yeah, in conclusion, post as often as you can. Keep creating and post on YouTube. How often should you post? As much as you can. Is that a lot of people's strategy right now? I don't know. Probably. What's your goal? Do you want to become a YouTuber? Okay. I think I've gotten like $100 in ad revenue from YouTube. The heavy hitters are, in my opinion, I've heard different opinions about this, but they're the ones that really make the ad revenue. You know what I mean? If you can make an extra $100 a month, that would be great. That'd be super helpful. I haven't done that, so I don't know how to do that. Like I said, I'm just being honest. But at the end of the day, too, I've been doing this journey, trying to figure this stuff out. I've been learning a lot. And two things. I've been learning a lot. And the second thing, my numbers have been going up. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get better at it. If I can start making money, that is the goal. I will tell you what worked for me. Which actually, you know what? I do take that back. If you want to be a YouTuber, honestly, this advice probably would be helpful, because when I quit doing music stuff and I was just working a corporate job, there's a lot of reasons that go into why, but I'm not going to get into that. I got to finish this up soon because I have my video to edit for my single this year. I'm trying to get it out tomorrow, so make sure you guys check that out. It's the one where everybody sent me videos and pictures and stuff to be in the video of their favorite people, because the song is about wanting to be with your favorite people. So anyways, when I was just working my corporate job and not posting anything, I was still averaging like a half a subscriber a day. And the revenue that was coming in, mostly through streaming royalties, because my ad revenue got taken away like 7 times from YouTube because they kept changing their stuff since I started. That's a whole nother video. But the money that was coming in, the revenue that was coming in, I was about breaking even. So, because since I mostly do covers, I have to renew a license for that cover. Each cover, and I had like 35 every year. It's like $13. So the amount of revenue that those songs were pulling in were covering the licenses for it to just be out there, right? It was a little bit more, but it was enough to like almost buy a candy bar. You know what I mean? I was breaking even. Since I started posting every day, from September when I quit my job till now, December, within the last 3 months, right now, like I just updated my budget before. I keep a monthly budget in a Excel sheet, like handwritten budget, basically. Not handwritten, but as handwritten as you can get in the digital age, right? I was just updating my budget. I try and do it about once a week to make sure everything's kind of, it's like balancing your checkbook, right? For all my older fans out there. I'm in the positive this month. It's usually I'm negative, and then by the end of the month, I'm about even again. But so within 3 months, I'm in the positive. Like I could take my wife out to dinner in 2024 positive. Like that's pretty good, right? So, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying probably is good advice. I'm just kind of guessing, but so far from my personal experience, and you can go back and watch all these videos, like this is what I've been doing. And so far, this is my results. After 3 months, I'm able to take my wife out to dinner. So, before I end it, I recorded a video yesterday. I uploaded it to YouTube, but I scheduled it to go live, like to go public rather, 1 year from now. So December 11th was yesterday. So December 11th, 2024 was yesterday. So on December 11th, 2025, that video is going to go live. And all I was saying was, I gave my background story, why I quit my job, like kind of quick, and what my plan is right now, what I'm trying, which I don't really have a plan. It's like day to day. It's just I keep tweaking my plan as I go. And like this is where I'm at now, and in a year from now, I wanted to say all that so a year from now we can see how much progress was made. Maybe you should do that too. That would be good. It's not really that original of an idea, but it'd just be a cool thing for you guys to check out. There was a point to that, I think. I forget what it was. I think it was just to show you guys I'm going to try and hold myself accountable to post every single day to try and catapult my progress. So I wish you guys the best of luck. If this is your first time watching, you made it this far, thanks for sticking around. If you're a creative trying to break into whatever industry you're doing, I'm wishing you the best of luck. Follow along for the journey. I would love to connect with you, and we can put our minds together and share our ideas of what worked and what didn't work, because that's what I'm trying to do. You're gonna have haters. Just stick around and keep doing your thing. Connect with people like me, and screw everybody else. If you're here, excuse me, that was gross. I didn't think it was gonna make a sound. I thought it was a hiccup. If you're here just because you like listening to me talk and I'm entertaining, thanks for sticking around. I'm glad I can entertain you. So I have a music video to edit. I'm hoping it will be out tomorrow. It's for my single this year off my Christmas EP, You'll Log and Power Chords. If you haven't checked it out, please check it out. Oh, you know what? Since we're talking about progress and stuff, I have a merch store, and I have shirts on there. I have some physicals of my first album, Oldies Volume 1, vinyls and CDs, and stickers that I have here that I mail out personally. But the shirts, I'm trying to transition into like print on demand. I don't know anyone that can do that for CDs and stuff and vinyls and maybe stickers, but I started going through a company that does print on demand t-shirts. So when I started out, it was they tried to set it up simple, like, okay, here's your design. So it costs us this much to make it and ship it to your person. So it costs this much. Then you pick your price. So let's say it costs them $15 to make this shirt. So I would set my price at, let's say, $20 for a t-shirt. And it would say, like, you make $5. So I was like, cool. So the first shirt that I sold, somehow I lost money because there were like hidden fees that they didn't tell you about. So I was like, okay, so I'll make it $21, right? Or I like lost $1, so I made it like $22. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll make $1 a shirt. I'm just trying to get my stuff out there, right? Well, then I sold like 2 more shirts, and then I lost money again. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I like looked into it, so I raised my price a couple more bucks. I was just trying to make $1 a shirt, right? I checked my bank account today when I was doing my budget, and I had made a sale for 2 shirts. The total ended up being like $48 or something, like after tax or whatever, you know, and shipping and whatnot. But I had a $45 deposit. And I thought it was something else because I had a $20 deposit earlier, a few weeks prior, close to that when that sale was. So I got to look into that. So if anyone out there ordered 2 shirts and you didn't get them, or ordered some vinyl or something, you didn't get it, I didn't see an order. I'm sorry. Let me know. But I'm trying to figure it out. So there's another part of the process. Maybe I'll update you on that. But yeah, how often should you post on YouTube? As much as you can. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I will see you tomorrow.